everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am celebrating my 5-year lock anniversary, and I thought I would come on today and just do a 5-year review. What I think about this journey. Is it something that I love? Do I hate it? Do I regret it? If you're interested in watching this video, keep watching. Hello everybody, let me thank you for stopping by the channel today. If you're new, if this is your first time, let me welcome you to the channel. This is a lifestyle channel, and today I will be focusing on sharing my 5-year lock journey. I know that I do have some followers here, even though this is a lifestyle channel, that do follow my lock journey. I randomly come in and talk about my locks and share a little bit on that. So today I am doing my 5-year lock review. I am so excited to reach 5 years. That actually was the goal. When I started my lock journey, I wanted to go 5 years and see what I feel about it. So I'm at the 5-year mark. Actually, today is a day after my 5-year. My 5-year was on the 25th of March. So if you're watching today, this is just one day later. But I'm excited. I'm happy. I love the journey. It has been a very rewarding journey for me. It is one that has actually helped me to become more authentic as a person, because, and I'm going to share with you some reasons why I feel that way. When I transitioned from being a person that, well, I was natural for about 10 years prior to starting my lock journey. Maybe not 10 years, maybe about 8 or 9 years before starting my lock journey. But when I transitioned, I was wearing like wigs and, fake hair. Just what everybody do. I was doing that too. And, I noticed the change in the way that people would treat me, especially guys, because guys typically that I've met, like, to see the women with the, nice flourishing, long hair, curls or whatever. So yeah, I was wearing a lot of wigs at that time, and I seemed to have a lot of attention. But once I transitioned to locks, seems like that attention fell off. And the first year of my lock journey, and I would say for most people's lock journey, unless you're just like really confident in your hair and just letting it do what it do, it will be a transition for you. Because when you're used to having manicured hair and your hair is frizzy, it's developing, oh my gosh, it can be a struggle, because in the corporate environment that I work, appearance is a factor. And so I was often afraid that they would feel my hair was not manicured. It wasn't combed, because the frizz was there. It was nothing I could do about it. I would put headbands around my head, especially when it was in the phase where it was shrinking. And, your hair would just be frizzy and shrunken, and it was not many styles I could do with it. So I would wear headbands, but I never got any, flack from my boss or anything like that. But it was a phase that helped me to build my self-confidence and know that ultimately my hair would get to where I wanted it to be, and that this was all a part of the journey. So I would share that with my new lock followers. If you'd like it within the first few months to up to a year, and you're wondering, oh my gosh, is this going to actually change? I often get people coming to my workplace that are starting lock journeys, and they're looking at my hair and they're saying, oh my goodness, your hair must have been long when you started. I'm like, well, I've always had shoulder length hair, but it wasn't like, anything unusual. But I guess they're looking at where their hair is and wondering if it will get to this point. So just stick with it. You will learn that no two journeys are the same. So if you are wishing your hair to look like somebody's, it may be some similarities, but it will not be the same. Some of my lock crushes that I was hoping my hair would look like totally did not. So just to let you know that, but I did learn to appreciate the way that my hair looks. So I'm not gonna go through phase 1. I do have some videos. I'm gonna put it in the cards up here if you want to go back and watch some of the older videos, and where my hair was, in the first baby stage, and when it was just budding, and oh my gosh, it was just a lot going on at that time. I'm gonna leave some cards somewhere within the video, throughout the video, so that you can jump back and look at those videos. But I will insert a couple photos of my hair once it got mature. I'm not a very stylish person when it comes to my hair. I don't do a lot of excessive styling. Some people like to style their hair. That's perfectly fine. One of my purposes for going to locks was because I needed simplicity. I needed the ability to get up and go without having to fuss over my hair like I used to when I was hot curling it and putting rollers in it and all of the things that go within that. The low maintenance for me with locks is one of the pluses. You do have to maintain your hair. You do have to wash it, keep it clean and conditioned. And if you do like to retwist your hair, that's important that you do that if you want it to stay to a certain type of manicured look. But I certainly don't mind my hair being a little frizzy. I certainly don't mind seeing a little bit of the loose hair on the locks. I think it gives my hair depth and fullness because I do have fine hair. That's another thing. If you have fine hair, you may be wondering if your hair will ever get to a point where it feels dense and thick. It will. It may not look like everybody else's that has full thick hair already, but it will definitely increase. So just to know that. So yeah, that was one of the things. But I do like the fact that my hair did keep its natural texture in the roots. So, when I don't want to retwist, I definitely can make it look really nice and manicured by slicking up the sides and things like that. So that's just a choice of yours, how you choose to do it. But I love this journey. I don't regret it at all. It has been a beautiful journey. I do get stopped a lot and asked about my hair. People want to put their hands in my hair, and I'd be like, no, don't touch it. You can look at it, but don't touch it. But so it's one that actually is a conversation piece that people will notice, especially once your hair starts maturing and growing. I do get questions sometimes as to why did I do that to my hair, especially people who knew my hair prior to locking my hair. Why did I do that? Because they feel that it's not a lot you can do, but it is really a lot you can do with locks. You can curl them, you can pull them up, updos. It's a lot of things. You can braid them. You can do whatever you want. It's just, it may have a different look to it, but it certainly can be curled and all of that. So don't feel that it will lack versatility, because it will not. It actually gives you versatility, I think. And then I like the fact that I don't have to worry and fuss over it if I want to go swimming, getting in the water, or outside getting caught in the rain. We're not fussing and ducking, because our hair is getting wet like we did when we had loose hair. So certainly that has been a blessing for me, because with the fine hair, soft fine hair, my hair would be subjected to the elements out in the world. And if you went out on a foggy day or when it was dewy out there, I have like shrunken curly hair by the time I get to where I'm going. So this has been a blessing for me. I will say that locks is not for everybody, so I'm not on here to tell you to lock your hair. But certainly if it's one that you've thought about, I would say why not? Try it and see how you like it. And it's just hair. If you decide that you don't like it and you want to change it, you have that option. I have shown you products that I use. I think that every hair is unique. You will have trial and error. The main thing that I will say to you is to keep your hair clean. That's important, because if you don't have clean hair, your hair will be subjected to buildup, because buildup gets within here because your hair is matted. So if you have, certain types of clothing or the elements outside or food or makeup, sometimes my hair brush up against my face. It gets my foundation on it. It'll be light. I'll see the brown on here. So it is important that you do make sure you wash your hair. I won't tell anybody how often you should wash it. You have to gauge your own hair. I went from washing my hair every week to washing it twice a month. And that's basically what I do now. It's just your hair, and you have to decide. If you're a person that's highly active, you may want to wash it more often because your scalp will sweat. So it's just up to you. Gauge that for yourself. I'm not going to get on here and tell you to do this, do that, watch this person, watch that person, because what I learned on my journey is watching other people, and what worked for them didn't necessarily work for me. So you will learn over time what's good for your hair, what products are good for your hair, what oils are good for your hair. Some people go oil free. So it's totally up to you. You have to learn that as time go on, but it's no problem with trying things, watching videos and trying things to see what works for your hair. So where I'm going from here, I'm not really sure. My goal was 5 years. Sometimes I do miss running my hand through loose hair and feeling that, I do miss that sometimes. So I wonder sometimes, would I start over? Would I cut them off and allow my hair to be loose for a little while and grow and be loose? I've thought about it. So I'm not really sure. I'm just at a stage in my life where I do like trying different things. So I am pleased with the goal that I reached of being 5 years. And I have cut probably about 1 inch off of the ends of my hair because of buildup on the ends, and I couldn't pick it out, so I just cut the little bud off, and it did reseal itself. So I do that from time to time. I do trim the ends of my hair. So yeah, you just have to decide what you want to do, if it's one that you want to do for life. I've seen people start lock journeys over and over again. So certainly that's something you're willing to do. I've seen people cut their locks off and then either crochet or sew them back in. You certainly can do that if you like. It's just a journey that you'll have to decide what it means for you, what you want to do with it. But I always tell people I definitely would be a natural. One of the things being on this journey has made me more proud of is embracing the natural texture of my hair that God gave me. And when I go out and I see a bunch of sisters with natural hair, whether it's loose or locked, I feel this pride in the fact that we are now feeling confident in being able to rock our hair in its natural texture and being okay with the looks, the stares, or people not understanding it, or even people that are in awe of the way that it looks, because it certainly is beautiful in every style. Natural, I think it's beautiful. So that is the update. As I stated, you'll see a couple pictures throughout of me in my minimalistic styling, because I don't style. I just tend to curl it from time to time, or I do certain types of updos, but I don't do a lot of rodding and different things like that. I have thought of color. I have put a couple rints in my hair, but I do want to do like a burgundy color. So certainly I may do that. That may be a next video that you see with the burgundy rints that I put in my hair. And I think that's it. So I'm going to do a full spin around, let you see it, and that will complete this 5-year anniversary update. I'm so excited. I'm so happy to be a lock sister. I feel like I look beautiful. I think locks make me look younger, and I feel good, and it just makes me have a lot of pride in my ethnicity of being a black woman. So yeah, I'm so super excited. So this is it. I just bonded today. Y'all getting the sun through my window right now. So this is it today. I did a little updo bun in the top. And it's just secured with some little scrunchy rubbers. So let me turn around. And it's definitely waist length. So this is the update. I hope this is helpful to you. If you do have any questions, I don't mind answering them. You can drop them in the comment section below. I'll be certainly glad to answer them. If you have any specific questions on any types of problems you might see. I never dealt with any kind of scalp issue, so I don't have that problem. I never did, so I guess my suggestion to you, especially in the beginning of the locks, just don't do a lot with it. Let your hair develop before you start doing a lot of excessive styling and things like that, because you can stunt and alter the way that your hair will develop. So that's important. Also, I always say simplicity is more. So it just depends on what you want from your lock journey. So this is the update. I want to thank you for coming through, my OGs, my old lock followers, if you're watching today, and those that just support the channel. thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Make sure that you thumbs up, make sure that you subscribe if you're new, and I really would appreciate it. So have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace and love. See you soon.